first date story time. Okay, guys, so I need to tell you about the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. And I mean entire life. We're talking, I still wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about this. Get comfortable, because this story has everything. Awkward silences, a misunderstanding in a restaurant, and one very confused old lady. So this happened about a year ago. I matched with this girl on a dating app. Let's call her Sarah. Her profile was amazing. Same music taste, same humor. She even liked the same obscure movies as me. I was convinced this was it. This was the one. We texted for like 2 weeks straight before finally deciding to meet up. I was so nervous. Like abnormally nervous. I think I changed my outfit 4 times. We decided to meet at this nice Italian restaurant downtown. Not too fancy, not too casual. Perfect, right? Wrong. I show up 5 minutes early because I'm trying to make a good impression. I'm standing outside looking completely normal, I think. Just a guy, waiting, no big deal. Sarah shows up, and she is even prettier in person. I immediately forget every word in the English language. She goes, "Hey, you must be Jake." And I go, "Yes, I am him." "I am him. Who says that? What does that even mean?" She laughed, thankfully, but inside I was already planning my escape route. So we sit down, and things are actually going pretty well. We're talking, laughing, the food is great. I'm starting to relax. Big mistake. So here's the thing you need to know. The restaurant was packed. Like every single table was full. It was loud and busy, and there were people everywhere. Our waiter comes over and asks if we want dessert. Sarah says yes and orders this chocolate lava cake thing. I decide to be smooth and say something like, "Oh, I'll just have whatever she's having. Except. The waiter had already walked away. So I said it to nobody, out loud, at full volume. The table next to us heard everything. Okay, so now we get to the actual misunderstanding part, because apparently it gets worse. Sarah excuses herself to go to the bathroom. Normal, fine. I'm just sitting there waiting, scrolling my phone, trying to look casual. This older woman from the next table leans over and taps my arm. Sweet-looking grandma type. Big smile. She goes, "Excuse me, dear. Is this your first date with that lovely young woman?" And I panic, complete panic. My brain just stops working entirely. Instead of saying yes like a normal human being, I somehow say, no, she's not with me. The woman looks confused. I look confused. Everyone is confused. And then Sarah comes back from the bathroom and sits down directly next to me at our table for 2 people, while I just told this woman she was not with me. The old woman looks at Sarah, looks at me, looks at Sarah again. She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you said she wasn't with you." Sarah goes, "What?" I go, "I can explain." And then I could not explain. I sat there for a full 30 seconds, just opening and closing my mouth like a fish. Sarah is staring at me. The old woman feels terrible. Her husband at the table is trying not to laugh. I finally managed to say, "I got nervous and said the wrong thing. I promise you are absolutely here with me, and I am very glad you are here." Dead silence. And then the old woman claps. Just starts clapping. And because it's a packed restaurant, a few other tables heard the clapping and looked over. And then they started clapping. I wanted to actually disappear into the floor. So here's the thing, though. Sarah thought it was the funniest thing she had ever seen in her life. She was laughing so hard she had to wipe her eyes. The old woman ended up chatting with us for 10 minutes and told us about her own horrible first date story from 40 years ago. By the end of the night, it somehow became this amazing memory instead of a disaster. Sarah and I actually dated for 8 months after that. We broke up eventually, but for completely normal reasons. No public misunderstandings involved. She still texts me sometimes just to say, "I am him." So, yeah. That is the story of my worst first date that somehow turned into one of my favorite memories. If you're out there having an awkward date right now, just know it.